Stuart Fulton, our Scottish cage announcer, or ring announcer I should say, speaking effortless Japanese. Hiko Yoshino wearing the blue shorts on the left of your screen then. Red tape around his wrists. They get their final instructions from the referee, who reminds them, if they needed any reminder, that they're in a mixed martial arts contest.
Clean fight. Shake hands. Okay, go back to your corner.
Mixed martial arts all the way to the end of the evening, with the exception of one Muay Thai bout for you. There's still plenty more to come here. Wonderful afternoon's entertainment it's been. The crowd have absolutely loved this. Here for the 1 century martial arts fan fest, plenty of entertainment all over the place here. Understandably, gathering around the ring here to see the action. It's an impactful start. Plunging in, looking for the takedown, Yoshino.
Smart. Good job getting the overhook and the unhook to stop that takedown, but now he's against the ropes.
Back against the ropes, gets the little sweep there, so now...
Inside leg trip. Good work by Yoshino.
Samart with his back to the canvas takes a few little blows to the forehead here. Not desperately damaging, easily for me to say. Would have received worse, no question.
Samart is looking for a Hiko choke right now, but it's not there. Yoshino's already passed. There's not enough pressure for him to choke. Samart needs to let go of this right now.
Samar's taking hammer fist to the head, knees to the body. Not the position he wants to be in. Still inside the first minute of this contest. Already it's looking difficult for him.
Samart said he's been working heavily on his ground. Showed some good guard skills in his previous bout. Let's see if he shows some of that ground skills tonight.
Just trying to disable that left arm. Perhaps get a knee or a shin on there so that he can work more effectively, as his opponent has less defense than he can offer. Put those arms back up so that he's free enough to do what he wants with them.
Yoshino passes to side control now.
What can you look for from side control?
Yeah, you can use it to transitions. The submissions that you pull him over there, there's a potential Kimura, but now from side control you can work your way, you can advance position. Try to go to north-south position, try to go to mount. Here, isolate the arm, look for the crucifix position. There's endless things you can do. It's just a good position for Yoshino, but not a good position for Samart.
Yeah, Samart grabbing his own hands there, just trying to bring his opponent's body in nice and close. The more distance between the two, generally, the more advantage there is to the man on top, because he's got room to work. Samart there trying to just bring him in closer, just cut down that leverage, cut down that space.
Yeah, but right now what he's doing is just holding him. It's not really working for him. He needs to push off to create space if he wants to pop back up. Because holding him right now is just working on towards the favor of Yoshino, who wanted this takedown. He wants to be here, but Samart is the one that does not want to be on the ground. So Samart needs to create space and go, work to a hip and work his way back up.
Pulling his opponent in nice and close. That's a nice takedown there.
Good use of the hips by Yoshino to drag him back down to the mat.
It's just a battle of strength and position at the moment. Just over 2 minutes left in this opening round. 3 5-minute rounds here. Mixed martial arts at Rich Franklin's One Warrior Series. We're live for you, Tokyo, Japan. Greetings to everyone watching us around the world on YouTube, Facebook, and the One Championship as we build you up to next weekend's huge event, 1 century, where there's a show in the morning and a show in the evening local time.
Just stack cards on both ends that night. Now Yoshino passes all the way to mount.
Full mount then.
Good bump by Samart to get himself back into half guard with side control.
Activity with the hips there, just trying to jettison his opponent into the air so he can then move his body to the side, disable that full mount position.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, looks like he's got it, yeah.
key lock attempt or Americana there by Yoshino, but Samar did a good job to pull his elbow back in and stop that.
Intricate stuff there because they're at such close quarters. Just over a minute left in this opening round. The amount of hammer blows that have come down, admittedly from short range, but there's got to be damage done there. That you can see the reddening of the forehead.
Yeah, what those little shots do is they make you open up. See, Samar is just holding right now. And even though he's not doing much, Yoshino, he's landing those little shots, he's scoring. Samar is just holding on. He needs to create space, like I said, Steve. He's not scoring. Right now, just domination by Yoshino on top control.
Yoshino still digging in those blows. Top of the head, temple, forehead. Just up on his haunches there for a moment. Still knee on belly, transferring as much weight as he can downwards onto his opponent.
Attacking the key lock on the left arm of Samar.
Good strength in that arm to push it back.
So tough. Good job. Pulling the arm back in, stop that submission.
Really, when you're at the point where you're about to be submitted and you use sheer strength to get out of it. Great conditioning, and that was a very engaging opening 5 minutes to this contest. Almost entirely fought on a week from now. At 1 century, you've never seen anything like it.
Back up, please.
Two cards, one in the morning, one in the evening, and they are
You ready?
super stacked.
You ready? Go!
One Championship app will tell you all you need to know about that. In the here and now, these two engage quickly again. No surprise, within 10 seconds, they're back down on the ground.
Back on the ground. The whole first round was on top work by Yoshino, and you see Yoshino go straight back into wasting no time to take it where he's the best, he's stronger.
Don't move, don't move, don't move. Breathe.
I think the referee...
Turn around.
Yeah, he's looking to reposition them away from that corner of the ring.
Okay.
Which is nice for us, it means we get a slightly better view of what's going on.
Don't go outside.
The referee's telling them not to leave the ring, but I think there's probably other things on their mind. Don't go outside.
Camera inside.
Still looking to try and get them to reposition themselves.
Yoshino's gonna slide through side control again.
Good work from him. 8 punches there thrown in with that sort of top and front part.
He's attacked the Kimura, or excuse me, Americana twice now. He goes back to it again.
He's looking for it all the time, isn't he?
He's looking for that Americana, but Samar's way too strong right now. Yoshino's doing the right things. He's softening it up with the shots, making Samar work. When Samar's working, it's really tiring when someone's on top of you. You constantly have to move, constantly have to adjust, and it's so tiring.
Some tasty knees to the body from Yoshino as well. I'm sure we'll see more of that if this position continues. Coming up to the 7-minute mark in this contest. 3 5-minute rounds. And the judges won't consider rounds. They look at the 15 minutes in their entirety in order to decide who wins by decision if it goes that far.
Samar needs to go back to his wrestling a little bit. Maybe he needs to work on his wrestling a little bit more. You can tell maybe he's worked on his jiu-jitsu, but his grappling, his awareness is still not there yet. So he's got a lot of stuff to work on still.
First time we've had one Warrior Series outside of Singapore. We're in Tokyo, Japan. Rich Franklin spending his birthday in Tokyo. It won't get much more entertaining for him than this. We've had some wonderful contests. Plenty more to come. We've got another 5 to come after this one, so stay with us.
Don't go outside.
Great to have you tuning in all around the world.
Samar finally created some space, but he goes right back into the side control position. Samar needs to create some frames. He needs to create frames with his arms or his knees, create space, create separation so he can try to stand back up, build the base and stand back up. That's what Samar needs to do.
You mentioned it before. Remind us what you mean by frames.
So the frames are your forearms, right? They're what keeps your opponent away from you. So a frame is your forearm in the face, either your head or your knee across the body. All those are frames to keep your opponent away from you. And Samar needs to use those frames to build a base. What I mean by building a base is when you saw in the last bout by Kim went to an elbow, went to the arm, and then stood herself back up. So that's what Samar needs to do. But when we say that Yoshino works for the submission again,
Less than 100 seconds left of this second round. Little hammer fist to the body, then mixes it up to the face. Yoshino on top, goes knee body now. Fist again, always working, looking to just bother his opponent. Cumulatively, of course, it'll be more than just bothersome. The big question is, though, can he work incrementally to a bigger advantage? Try and get a submission. He's been looking for it.
Yoshino seems content to be in the side control position right now. He's not really looking to pass or advance his position, but he's landing a little short shots. So even though they're not significant, he's scoring. He's got a knee on belly right now, potential moving himself into mount, and he does just that.
He called it just as it happened. Over there, on this near side of the ring, almost directly above us here at ringside, touching the ropes. Got officials there just keeping them in, keeping those ropes together. The work never stops, does it? They're not just resting on their laurels here. Looking to work to advantage.
Samar trying to regain full guard, but Yoshino notices it. Oh, now finally gets full guard, but he's got 15 seconds left in his bout. He's trying to throw something up there.
Samar had a rare bit of success there with an elbow to the face, but there's been precious little of it for him in this second round. The referee stops the action, but they won't too much time to develop from it. We're about to get the 10-second warning. There's that 10-second warning.
Elbows in the guard from Samar.
More hammer blows, head and chest from Yoshino. Second round over.
Another round dominated by Yoshino from the top.
You can see where the photographers are lining up. They're here for the 1 Century Martial Arts Fan Fest. You can see some of the screens in the background here. Looking at some gaming examples. There's plenty of One Championship merchandise here. Just a big festival going on in Tokyo as we build up to 1 Century next weekend. And how about this action to whet the appetite? We've seen some wonderful stuff in this ring this afternoon. And there's so much more to come. 5 more bouts after this one.
The third and final round right now for Yoshino and Samar. Yoshino looking for the takedown again and gets it. Samar was not able to do anything. He was not able to mount any offense in the first and second round. He has been dominated by Yoshino from the top. Let's see if Samar can make any difference in this round.
I just wonder though, Gianni, at this point, Yoshino is working his way towards a victory. But the fact that he's been in dominant position for close to 10 minutes now and hasn't managed to get a submission or even close to a submission. You've got Rich Franklin at ringside looking to offer a big money contract. That's the kind of thing he'll be looking for. It's more than just a win, isn't it?
Exactly, it's more than just a win, but you got to think of Yoshino as well. As a young athlete coming up, even though he's not doing anything too impressive, this is a step up towards that direction, towards that contract.
Spot on, yeah. Young man, learning curve. And this will be great experience for him. He doesn't have to impress today, doesn't have to get the contract today. He's got time on his hands. He's also got a knee to his ear, 3 of them. No wonder he puts that left arm there just to block that one, because that'll be bothersome. Oh, he gets it through again though. Good work from Samar.
Good work from Samar. But here, side control is where Yoshino was able to move himself to mount 2 or 3 times in this bout. Let's see if he goes to that again. He's going to go to knee on belly and then advance himself to mount.
Putting him in nice and close. Samar has done the entire contest. He won't give Yoshino any space to progress with some really effective work, but nonetheless he's been under the cosh, and it's been Yoshino all the way here. Knee to the body from the Japanese man. With the exception of 1 contest, it's been Japan against the rest of the world on this entire 15-bout card.
Samar with a couple hip bumps, almost got himself free, but that's what he needs. He needs more of that. He can't just do that once or twice. He needs to keep going, keep going, keep going. So that's easier said than done. He's been held down for the majority of 3 rounds, so he must be exhausted at this point.
Yoshino's still keen to use that left hand as a block to Samar's knee to the side of his head. Samar's still looking for that. He's move higher up his body slightly. What's he look? Oh, there, the arm. He's looking for. What's he trying to achieve there, Gianni? There's that right arm there.
Yoshino right now just keeping the position. You see how his arm is keeping the knees of Samar down? Right now he's just landing a little bit of strikes. Just scoring enough where he's not getting stood back up. But he's not really looking to advance, Steve. He's not looking for any submissions or any big strikes. He's just content with keeping the position and landing these little shots that score for him.
Yeah, I mean, in this situation, it doesn't necessarily have to end in a submission. Just the fact that you can nullify your opponent to the extent that you can throw in as many unanswered blows as possible.
Exactly, Steve. Samar in this position is not being able to mount any offense at all.
Samar, I mean, you've got to give him credit. He's not backed off, has he?
Finally gets himself back up.
Back up to his feet. Let's see what he can do now.
He's got a little more than a minute left to go.
Can he turn this one around? It'll be huge if he can. Yoshino tries something himself.
The corner of Samar just yelling at him to go forward.
They are absolutely willing him on.
Beautiful takedown again by Yoshino.
And he needed it because the excitement level had just raised, and you wondered if Samar could pull this one out of the fire, out of the red-hot burning coals. But it doesn't look that way now. 3/4 of a minute, and we're back to status quo. And that means Yoshino pinning his man on his back, landing dozens and dozens of knees and punches and elbows, while Samar, to give him credit, uses that elbow to nail the top of Yoshino's head. And it's Yoshino that's done most of the work, that's landed the effective blows, having pinned his man down and limited the amount of work he can do.
Those elbows are not enough, Steve. He needs to throw up a submission, land something significant. But as the bout goes towards the end, it's been all Yoshino, Steve.
It has, and it's the final 10 seconds of this bout now. Yoshino, the Japanese man, in front of his home crowd, looking like he's moving to his 4th consecutive win since he impressed Rick Franklin in the tryouts. This man with a judo background, and you can see how strong he is when they're body to body. And look at that camaraderie, total appreciation for each other's ability.
That's what I love about this sport, Steve. After battling it out, you have this sense of camaraderie, you have this sense of brothership almost. You just give everything in that bout, and now you almost become friends after that.
I've always enjoyed in combat sports how one athlete can go over to the other corner and the corner man will give him a little bit of a towel down. I think it's such a nice moment to see.
Well, we got to say that Yoshino is going to end up with the decision here.
I think there's no question about that. It's the man to the left of your screen with the red tape around his wrists, wearing the blue shorts, who's going to get his hand raised. There it is. Comprehensive victory, dominated from start to finish. Breathing heavily, but that's testament to the amount of work that he puts in. Demetrius Johnson is on show next week against the Philippines' own Danny Kingad. Let's look forward to that one.